All right, hello, hello. Okay, I have changed that, but for some reason, I need to do that again. Hold on.
Where's my
All
shoe?
right, well, then take it back then.
I can't.
Cooper. Here. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We are on, and this is. Sorry, guys. um, Thrifty Art Thursday. Thrifty Art Thursday. So I'm gonna be working on this little thing over here. I think it's a cookbook holder. I'm not sure. I picked it up. I thought it would be fun to do something about it, but I'm not sure how this will gonna. Well, we're gonna see. So hold on, give me just one more second. I'm a little bit frazzled today because I'm trying a new thing. Just give me 1 second. I need to plug in my phone so that it doesn't die in the middle of the broadcast, and we will begin. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. My super high tech setup seems to be working. Okay. All right, guys. So if you're on, say hello. Where are you from? I would love to hear from you. So I'm trying to remake something, okay? So I have this cookbook holder here. This is a flap. It was this black, and then it shows through. It was like a geometrical pattern in like lime green, and the word love with the bird instead of the O, like a neon pink. I don't know, not necessarily kind of my colors. So I decided to change it. And what I did first, I applied 2 coats of gesso to it, just regular artist gesso.
I need help.
I can't help you right now. I cannot help you right now. Okay. Life, right? Okay. I'm gonna ask whoever shows up. Nobody shows up. Okay, so I'm gonna use sandpaper, and I'm gonna sand this just a little bit. They do know. Okay. Sorry about that. So normally my family knows that if my curtains close, they cannot come in. But for some reason, I forgot to close my curtain. Okay, so this is 2 coats of gesso, and I'm just gonna sand it real quick, just a little bit, not much. I'm just taking the shine off, and it also helps me create a little bit more of a tooth. Okay. My goal with this little project, what I have in mind, is I want to make it look like something that can be used like in the living room, that's not seasonal, that has nothing to do with a gazillion of holidays and stuff like that. So I created this little piece over here, and I'm gonna paste it on here. Need to cut this out so that it fits nicely, so like in half, I guess. And then, so this is pretty much mixed media, what I'm gonna do. I want to have a little bit of these quotes. These are inspirational quotes. I really like them. One of them says, believe it can be done. When you believe something can be done, really believe it, your mind will find the ways to do it. I so believe it. I just, you know. And when I do things like collage, I prefer not to use scissors. I just like to rip my paper. I think it looks better this way. So I'm just gonna start working on that. Who do I have here? I have Lynn from Maine. Hello. Hello and welcome to Thrift Thrifty Art Thursday. That's my very first one on Thrifty Art, on the things that you can do, hopefully, with things that you have at home. I am not being delusional. I understand that not everybody has gesso at home. Gesso is kind of an artist thing to have. But you don't really have to start with gesso. You know, you can just start with this because the paper is gonna cover it very nicely. So this will do it. I'm gonna use Mod Podge, and if I can open it, and I'm gonna just put it, like, cover this whole surface with Mod Podge with a brush. This will work. What is this? It's in 1 inch, whatever. All my brushes, I gotta tell you guys, all my brushes are multifunctional. Like, I do not have like, oh, this set is for acrylics, and this set is for Mod Podge, and this set is for let's say watercolor. Right until recently, like right until yesterday, I didn't do that. And so now I just ordered some brushes that are going to be specifically watercolor. Very excited about that. But the ones that are going into like you know, Mod Podge and acrylics and all of that stuff, don't really. I'm not very concerned about that. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this on here, just like so that I can still see my words. I'm gonna let this dry a quick second, and I'm gonna go back to the rest of my quotes. And again, I'm gonna tear off the sides a little bit. And I'm gonna tear this into like smaller. This is really satisfying, you know, tearing paper. So I'm just gonna tear this. This is my very, very first ever attempt to go live, to do a broadcast on Twitch. If you've heard of Twitch, or if you're watching me from Twitch, please let me know that you're there. This is my very first one. I am freaking out. If you can't tell, you probably can. But I am totally freaking out. Because I've done Facebook Lives, I've done YouTube Lives, and I thought, well, Twitch is kind of the land of where you want to be for live streaming, and that's what I've been doing. Thank you for the like. And it's very interesting because I'm using StreamYard software. I don't know if you know about what that is, but it allows me to go live at the same time on my Facebook page, on my YouTube channel, and on Twitch. I mean, it blows my mind. The technology nowadays blows my mind. And the fact that I can just do this out of my home with the tablet and the phone, you know. I do have a microphone, but I didn't have the need so far for it. My tablet seems to be picking up good sound, so let me know. Okay, so I have all these pieces. Chances are I am not going to use all of them. I'm just going to use some of them, but this is still going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to do another coat of Mod Podge just on top of this. Oh, it's much deeper. I keep dipping and thinking, oh, what happened? Why can't I? Okay, so I'm just covering this nice paper. Hi, Tara. Welcome, welcome to Thrifter Thursdays. Thrifty Art, sorry. Thrifty Art Thursdays. Oh, you know what, guys? I wanted to give you the link. If you wanted to print out this same, like, what am I saying? The collaged paper that looks like vintage quotes, whatever. It's a free downloadable from my website. Hold on. Copy. I'm gonna put it in comments everywhere. Oh, yep. So it should show in your comments right now. It's called Collage Paper Printable Inspirational Quotes. And you can always go to my website, lubacarlson.com, go to shop first, shop, and then find free downloads, and it'll be there. I figured, so I'm just randomly adding this. So I figured this might be helpful to many because very often when I want to do a collage and I'm thinking, oh, I wish I had this, like this piece or that. So this is hopefully this will make it easier for you. I'm just kind of figuring this out. Sometimes, like, I really like messages like this, and sometimes things just pop up. Like right now, like I have this: clarity precedes success. That's an awesome message for everybody, right? If you want to be successful, if you want to achieve something, you really need to be clear about your goals, right? About what you're trying to achieve. So that makes sense. Now here I have moments of comfort and convenience. Those are important. Tara's telling me that she got it, and Lynn says that she can see it. Perfect. I know. Good printables are always great. And I made this, so I have full rights to it, and you have my permission to use it in whatever projects you guys have. So you do not need to worry about any royalty. When it comes to things that you print out of my website, if it says free download, you do not need to worry about anything. Like if you want to use it for your personal art projects, or you add it to something that you're gonna sell, it's all good. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. So I'm just applying another quick coat of Mod Podge. Here we are. And we're gonna let it dry for a spell. Just let it dry. And my brush goes into... Tara says, love the quote. I know, right? And this is what I wanted to do with this, because this is like timeless, right? It can sit on my island always, right? I don't need to worry that, oh, it's Easter season and it's like, doesn't look like Easter, or it's Christmas and it doesn't look like Christmas. So I'm gonna let this dry. My next step, and I did some homework in prepping for this. Since I'm working with these kind of tones, I decided that I wanted to do something special with it. And what am I seeing? I'm sorry, I just need to check real quick. Okay, I found it on Pinterest. I just looked for neutral palettes, whatever, you get me. And because I wanted to make sure that I stay within the neutral kind of field with my colors, And I've printed it out because this is going to be much easier for me to match my colors that I'm going to be using here. I'm going to be using my acrylic paints. The thing is that like sometimes you can't do things like that because you don't have like certain colors and tones, and so some homework is required. But since I have like full boxes of paints, I figured I will be able to figure out. Yeah, this is light apricot. This is perfect. I should be able to figure this out. Let me bring my camera a little bit lower so you can see my colors. There. And then I can always go back up. So I need something more pink, not as light. So I'm going to be digging, but we're waiting for that Mod Podge to dry. And of course you can always use a hair blower or something to help it dry. This is bronze. I do not want bronze. Okay, I'm gonna have to dump it all and kind of find my stuff. Maybe I should have done it ahead of time, but realistically, who has time for that? Right? This is not what I want. Just have a look-see. I really like this pink, but it's completely out of what I'm trying to get here. I put pink in there and it's not that neutral anymore. I'm looking for something more neutral. Okay, so this one has metallics in it. It's pearl. So let me see, maybe too dark, but maybe I'm gonna keep that in hopes that I can maybe find I can always mix a color if I needed to, but you know, why have all these 120 different colors if you can't use them, right? That's not that's the metallics. Okay, so I'm gonna keep those two, and next box. Yeah. Okay. These are my neutrals box. Probably we'll find something in here. I have gold. I have, maybe, very maybe, cold gray, just gray, umber, no, Mars brown, no, gray, silver, too much. What's this? That is the same that I just found. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Payne's Gray and let's see how this works out. Yeah, so these are the colors that I was able to find, and I'm also going to be using my Posca pans. All right, I see I got 4 hearts. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for sprinkling the love. I very much appreciate it. Now let's see. This, and then I have, I'm gonna try. I like that. Maybe it's not an like exact match, but I like the colors that I have here, so this will be great. Oh, not at all. This one I do not like. What do I have here? I have a warm gray here. I think that's what I need, yes. Let me turn it so that maybe if you're looking at like color comparison, maybe you can see. See? This warm gray, this is exactly what I have here in the middle. And I think if I mix the gray that I just used, yeah, the regular gray with a little bit of Payne's gray, I'll be able to get that color that I want. Oh, thank you, Lynn. Thank you for sprinkling the love. Okay, so let me grab a brush. Gonna grab a brush. And I'm gonna mute myself for just a minute because I'm gonna use a hair blower and that is loud. So I'm just gonna mute myself so you guys don't have to pull your headphones if you have your headphones on. Okay. Alrighty. Back to my comments so that I can see if somebody's saying something. So here's my goal here. I'm just gonna cover this, in a whatever pattern I can. I'm just pushing this down to make sure all my paper is stuck. This is all good. Okay, I'm gonna start with my lightest color, which is warm gray, and I'm gonna push my camera a little bit up higher so you can see better what's going on right here. Yeah, good? Okay. I'm just gonna put my paints right here on this paper because why waste it? We can use it as well, right? So I'm just gonna in some random pattern, nothing. Hey boo.
Yeah, I have some screen time. We're both done with school.
Not right now, guys. I need the connections to the internets.
All we need to do is take the switch out and take it to our room. It has its own battery.
Yes, but it will still pull on the internet. And that's what, yeah, it works in Wi-Fi, honey. I need the Wi-Fi right now, okay? I'm not gonna stay for much longer, I promise. Until 2 to 3. To 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, you guys can have your screen time. Well, you're gonna have to deal with that. Okay, so if you were wondering what I was gonna do with the rest of this, because of course it's not just this plate, right? It's like a lot. My plan, hold on. I need my wet wipe. So my plan is to have this painted and then let it dry. Acrylics might take 2-3 weeks to dry because they need to cure. And sometimes they would feel dry much, but they still need time to dry, especially if you want to put something on top of it, right? So anyway, I'm gonna let this dry, and then once it's dry, I'm gonna tape off this front part here, and I'm gonna spray paint the rest of it. Because, okay, I got my first coat, and I'm gonna add some water. Probably not a good idea that I'm doing this on printer paper, but you know, it's a quick project, so it'll hold this much. It will hold. So I'm watering this down quite a bit. I really want this watery, because I want to add another color to this paper here to just add some interest to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go like this and add a little bit of different shade. It's pretty colorful already, but I just want to add a little bit to this. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to this brighter color. I'm gonna go with apricot right now. Oh no, apricot is this one, yes. I'm gonna do apricot. And I'm just gonna paint it again, just on top of this light warm gray with the same messy brush. So this is a completely not planned piece. This is kind of a flying by the seat of my pants, honestly. So, but my goal is to do something artistic, right, and have fun with it, and maybe like recreate a something. Like this one was sitting, this cookbook holder, it was sitting in the thrift store, right? And it was sad. And I feel like it's a lot of fun to add some life to things like that. Okay, let's put a little bit, let's do a little bit. Oh, I have it here. I'm gonna grab, this little bit of gray and a tiny dot of Payne's gray. Payne's gray has this bluish tint to it, which I think would create like an extra contrast. I think it's gonna, yeah, it's just gonna pop. I'm just kind of trying to make this look old and used and loved and just something. If I feel that this is too dark, I can always go over this with a lighter color. Like I'm not married to, I don't have to. So I kind of like this. So I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, who's with me? What are you thinking so far? Who's watching me? So I'm just adding color and I'm thinking I'm gonna stop. I like how it has this kind of stone look on the top. I keep wiping off parts over here because it's gonna be a pain if they dry or when they dry. When all of this is dry, and if I have some pieces stuck on these kind of pretty lines, cutouts, whatever they're called, that would be a pain. Yeah. Okay. Clean this up. So I plan to do Thrifty Art Thursdays on every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central. And I'll be doing this on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. And we'll see how this goes. You know what? The more I look at this, I don't think I need any raw sienna in it. It's kind of, I kind of like it at this point. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my brush, not wash it. I'll just wipe it off. Lynn says it's pretty. Thank you, because I'm fishing for compliments. Like, for real. I do that. I like compliments. So please tell me my project looks good. I hope it's right? Okay. So I'm gonna stick with this, and now I'm gonna grab this pearl copper, which is just metallic copper. Put it on my brush, and I'm gonna brush it on. It's almost dry brushing on the papers. Okay, do you hear this commotion? I think it's our neighbor that wants my boys to come outside and play. And y'all, I am just here. Lynn says, thank you for sharing the craft. Of course. That's so much fun. My I really believe that we can all be creative. And hey guys, it's 3. Okay, sorry. We can all be creative. We all have this creative spark in us, and I really want to like help everybody see that, because here's the thing, y'all. Normally, usually, when people get about 10 years old, that's when people decide if they are creative enough or they're not. And it is very hard to get over this decision. Like, if, let's say, you decided that, oh yeah, I got this, I like making things, I'm drawing whatever's, drawing, painting, and if you're lucky enough to have supportive community and family, you might end up, you'll stay with this kind of creative streak. But if your creativity had to deal with, let's say, an art teacher who would tell you, oh, this is not good enough, or, this is ugly, or you had, somebody else tell you that, oh, that's worthless. It kind of makes you believe that your art is worthless, and that's not true, right? So I just want to show everybody and invite everybody to this creative kind of adventure, and not being afraid of doing things. So I'm putting a little bit of water on my brush right now, and I'm gonna try, and water this down a little bit. The bronze that I just put on it, to just give it a little bit different texture. I kind of like how it all became a 3D kind of. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me bring this up into the camera. See? This is quite something, isn't it? Out of just a piece of something. Okay. Okay, I kind of like this. So I'm going to rinse out my brush, and then I'm going to dry this. And then I'm going to use my Posca pens. They're just markers. And I'm going to use them and add a little bit of a girly, like this is very masculine right now. And I don't mind anything masculine, but I have 2 boys and a husband and a dog who's also a boy. So sometimes there is just too much testosterone going on, and so I do not mind having a little bit of girly stuff. Yeah. So I'm just washing out my brush right now. I know you can't see it. I keep my water out of the way because there's too much going on, really. Okay. Wash it out real well. Wipe it down on a paper towel or whatever, whatever you use. So this is good. Okay, I don't need this anymore. See, didn't really need much at all. Oh, I just remembered what I've got. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Check this out. Can you see? It's called Champagne Stardust. It's like this. It's glitter paint. It's awesome. It's awesome. It is so gonna be added to this super awesome project. Yeah. So I did think about naming this project Thrifty Trash to Treasure. And I thought, so as I was thinking about it, I was like, okay. And then I felt bad a little bit because I thought, well, it's not necessarily trash because I do kind of purchase these things from a thrift store. I don't buy them. I don't find them in a trash can, I don't go trash diving. And so it's not exactly trash. And then, like, in my eyes, it might be treasure, but somebody else might look at it and say, oh my God, really? She really just make that and she's proud of it? So it's not exactly like it didn't work very well for me, right? So here's what I'm doing. I'm putting away my paints, putting them up a little bit to the side. And I'm gonna hit the blow dryer again. So let me put this blow dryer banner up here. Where is it? Okay. And I'm gonna mute. All right, so there is a huge air bubble in there, and I am going to poke. I have pins right here, if I can reach. Yep, I'm gonna poke a tiny hole and just gonna squeeze all of that air out because when it's get hard, that's not gonna be good. And you can't even see the hole. I really like the wrinkles and all the texture, but I do not want any air bubbles in here. There, I found another one. Come on, work with me. There we go. And another one, and another one. And I wanted to do this after I got it all dried because while it's all wet, not only it'll smear, but I would always also have my fingerprints all over the thing, and that's not what I want. That's not the texture I'm looking for. Although fingerprints can be quite a fun texture to add to things, this is not exactly what I want. Okay, look, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna put it down flat, as flat as I can. How much do I have here? I'll put this in there. Yeah, this will hold it. Okay, so I'm reaching out to grab my pens. Posca pens, I have a whole set. And I feel like my best bet would be either black or gold. I do not want black. I think black would be a little bit too into your face. I'm just gonna do gold. If you have paints like this, paint markers like this, always shake them very well before use. Also, I make a lot of faces. When I do this, there's a lot of faces for this. Okay. So, you're gonna ask me, what's your plan, Luba? No, I wish I had a plan. I'm gonna start with, so usually you would start with the biggest items, but I don't think I want anything big. I think I just wanna be random and kind of doodly. Faces are good. Thank you. I hope it's a little bit more entertaining to watch me with my animated face. I don't want to put too much. Here's what I'm thinking right now. I do not want to put too much in here because I still want to be able to see my words and the quotes. But also I do not want to put too little so that it looks like, oh, it came out of nowhere and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So what could we do? Okay, I'm gonna start. I call them donuts. There's probably another name for them. So I'm just gonna throw in a couple of donuts, and they are, the way I do them, I start with an oval. Please let me know. Okay, no, you can't see because it's a glare from the gold. Hold on, I'm gonna put the camera down so that you guys can see, hopefully, what I'm doing. And if you can't, let me know if you cannot see what I'm doing, because if not, then I will do it on like black on separate sheet of paper so you can see the designs that I'm putting on here if you want to see them. So right now, oh, sorry, there, you can see this, right? Like, it's like a bagel or a donut. It's not a circle. And then I'm gonna add curvy lines all the way around, but just kind of keeping the same curve. See? Just like that. And then I'm gonna do another here in the corner. I'm gonna do a bigger one. And I do the inner circle or oval off center. And if like on one, I was doing letter C kind of curve. On the second one, I'm going to do the other way. I'm going to do like a letter D curve. Okay. I hope it makes sense. So that visually they will be like different things. Yeah, they will look like two different things. Here. Let me put it up here so you can see. Yes. Okay. Posca pans dry very fast, but they still need time to dry. So you do not want to like go with your hand over them before they dry, because that would make a mess. Okay, I'm gonna add, you know what? I'm gonna shape another one like a bean. Just for fun of it. So I'm making them to look like, you know, some abstract doodly looking flowers. So I'm gonna add something to this once I'm done. Okay, so here's this one. And I'm gonna stop at 3. 1 to 3 is good. 3 is good. 4 may be too much. Okay. Thinking that maybe right in this corner, and I'm gonna start maybe closer a little bit. So I'm gonna do like a swirl, like a, like a cinnamon bun swirl. Just a swirl. It's probably size of a penny for my, what am I saying here? From my perspective, from like what I have here, it's about the size of a penny. I really like it. I think I'm gonna use it a lot. So I'm gonna add another swirl. I do not want it in the center because I do not want it symmetrical. And if I put something directly in the center, it will suggest that it should be symmetrical. Yeah, I do not want that. So I'm gonna go off center, and this one is more like size of a nickel. And then I'm gonna add a size, like a blueberry size on the side. Well, it came out a little bit bigger than a blueberry size, but that's okay. I'm gonna add one underneath and to the left from the one that I made like a kidney bean shape-ish. Swirl. And I think I'm good on swirls. Now, let's put some triangles in here. So I'm just gonna paint some random triangles here and there, facing up and down. So you can look at the shapes a person's painting or adding to their designs like this, and you can see what they're looking for, what's important for them. If you noticed, like mine are all closed shapes. There's no open lines, like they're all closed. They're boundaries. Yes, they are. I really believe in that. I really believe that your art shows, it comes through your heart, through your soul. And if you're looking for answers, it might give you some answers. Also, circles. Circles are a symbol of roundedness and energy that stays within and safe space. And triangles are a symbol of balance. So see how I have all of this added. Okay. Now I really, really, really like, I got rid of that paper way too soon here. Here's my messy paper. Please excuse me for using this messy paper, but I really, really like this symbol of water. And I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. It's like this, 3 waves. To me, it's still closed because it's very symbolic, but it's also flowing because there is no lines here, right? It's not closed. I know, like you're like, oh my gosh, we joined you for art, and here you go into all this mumbo jumbo. Okay, I'm gonna add water because I just want it here. I don't know why. I'm just drawn to it. I think it's awesome. Okay. And on the outside, so it kind of created like kind of a wreath. It's like a gold wreath. Can you see it? Let me. It's hard with metallics and high gloss things and lights, but I think you can see it. Yeah. So I'm gonna add This is like, I love rain. To me, rain is awesome. La 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 la. Black. Here. So I said black and I grabbed the white one. How did I do that? I mean gold one. How did I do this? Lynn says, I like the info because I'm new to this. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And something like this, I really like. The idea is to, like, when you start the next line, they need to go parallel, but you need to start with a dot. Yeah, so it's like dash, dot, dash, dot, and then it's dot, dash, dot, dash. And sometimes I do like a dash and two dots, whatever. And to me, it symbolizes rain. And so this is what I'm gonna add because I love, love, love rain and snow and all of that. That rain is awesome. I find it cleansing. So I'm just gonna add dash, dot, dash, dot. I am not gonna put anything on the inside of the quote. So this is only going on the outside. Okay, the one side and the other side. I said dot, dash, dot, dash. And I'm gonna do dash dot so that I'm gonna add a little bit here and there. This is absolutely not symmetrical. This side has 2, that side has 3. They're all different. And this is the way I want them to be. I'm just trying to kind of move it around so you can see all the gold. Gold. Okay. Set this down, blow dryer, glitter glue, and we're done. I plan to be done by 3, and I think I will be done by 3, which is awesome because I want to respect your time and my time also. So I'm going to mute this for the blow dry. All right, and I want to make sure that you guys have your expectations set right. If you're gonna do something like this, 2 coats of gesso took me 2 days because I wanted gesso to dry very well so that okay? So please don't think that this is just like a 1-hour project. It takes a little bit longer. All right, and then as I told you, it's gonna dry like for a long time. I'm gonna let this dry because I'm gonna put tape, painter's tape all over this and cover it all up, and then I'm gonna put painter's tape over these little hinges over here so that they still work, and then I'm gonna spray paint everything else. And I think, see, like I'm rubbing it on things and just is coming off, but that's okay. And I'm gonna use gold paint to do this. Gold spray paint. Okay. So let me grab, where did I put it? Here. We're gonna do the glitter because I love glitter. And it's not pink, but it's still feminine, don't you think? Okay, let me move it up a little bit higher. So I just know because I've used this before. Blueberry size is more than enough of this glitter. You are not gonna need any more. And I'm gonna grab a dry, clean brush that I don't use much, like something that's not very important, like something that I use for blending, like this one I use for blending. Yeah, so I don't care that much. And let me see, because sometimes these things will smear, but that's all good. It's not. So I'm doing very light strokes, and I am not going back. Like if there's glitter, I am not going back because Posca pens might bleed sometimes. Be especially careful with blue and red if you're using paint pens or markers like that. Sometimes it might be worthwhile to let it dry completely and spray it with polyurethane, a clear coat of polyurethane, and then apply glitter if you want to do that. Because, yeah, as I just told you. So I'm just going to put my fingers on it, honestly. Just making sure that I rinse out all that glitter. Not quite. Okay, it's going to sit. My finger, and I'm just going to help it move. It's stuck pretty good, but I'm going to put a little bit more because I don't have much on this, on my right hand side. And I want it to be a little bit more glittery. I like to have layers of things because it's like, ooh, I see glitter, what's underneath? Oh, there is like golden swirls and like some symbols. Ooh, what's that about? Oh my gosh, there's words. What are the words? I want to see the words. Like, it kind of draws your eye into this whole adventure that we just created. Just like that. All right, so before I log off, I'm gonna throw hold on, in the comments. Do not leave me just yet, okay? Just give me 1 second because I did not save that link. So, of course, you can just go to, if you're on my page, on my Facebook page, just go to my events and you'll see what's happening. But I want to invite you, if it'll open for me. That's a lot pulling. I want to invite you to my whimsical cardinal paint night, Saturday paint night live, that I'm gonna do this coming Saturday. Yeah. I just want you to have this link. I'm gonna show just now. Please show. Okay, I think I shared it twice. I'm sorry if I did. So it's also a free event, and we'll be painting the cardinal. I wonder if I should just. Oops! Don't drop anything, Luba. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Where is it? I should just bookmark things in my sketchbook, because I do this all the time. I say, hey, people, come join me, paint this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have it somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Okay. This one. This is what we're going to be painting this Saturday. And then next Saturday, we're going to be celebrating the New Year, the Chinese New Year-ish, too early, but still. And so this cute guy with his ox-inspired horns. So this is what I'm going to be painting. In the next one, that one would be a paid paint party. That's $9.99 to join. That's really not that expensive. So thank you for watching me. We did awesome. I will see you either at one of my other online events, or I will be back next Thursday. Next Thursday, 2 p.m. Yes, next Thursday, 2 p.m., Thrifty Art Thursdays. I'll see you later. Thanks for staying with me. Have a marvelous day. Bye bye.